Crystal here, and today I'm going to speak with you about apple cider vinegar, including what's the difference between filtered, unfiltered, raw, pasteurized apple cider vinegar. And you're going to learn a lot more about the mother. And if you have no idea what the mother is, you'll know by the end of this video. So let's get started. When it comes to apple cider vinegar, it's kind of helpful to have some background information on how it's made. So we make apple cider vinegar by crushing apples, adding microorganisms, bacteria, yeast, and those microorganisms are going to feed on the sugar in apples and produce something called acetic acid. And when researchers study the potential health benefits and potential therapeutic effects of consuming apple cider vinegar, what they're finding is that a lot of these potential benefits, like blood sugar control, antibacterial properties of apple cider vinegar, the researchers are attributing to the acetic acid content of apple cider vinegar. So just a little bit more information about acetic acid and its importance in apple cider vinegar, especially when we're studying its potential health benefits. It's important to keep in mind, and I'm going to talk more about filtered versus unfiltered, but both filtered and unfiltered apple cider vinegar are going to have acetic acid. So before we talk about filtered versus unfiltered, we really have to talk about the mother. So what is the mother, also known as the mother of vinegar? So essentially what it is, it's the microorganisms in apple cider vinegar combined with pectin and cellulose, which are carbohydrates in apples. So that's what pectin and cellulose are. And it forms this stringy mass called the mother. So the microorganisms and the natural carbohydrates in the apples form this stringy mass. And the mother does have small amounts of minerals, so for example, magnesium, potassium, iron, and it also has phenolic acids, which have antioxidant capacity. Now, it's important to keep in mind that even though the mother has minerals, a lot of people might start to think, oh, it has nutrients, we want the mother so we can get our nutrients. That's not necessarily the case because it's in such small amounts that it's going to be insignificant, the amount of minerals in the mother compared to what you're getting in your overall diet. You're going to get your vitamins and minerals from food, from eating. It's just, very insignificant, the amounts in the mother. So what's important to keep in mind about the mother is that researchers right now are very unclear if the mother is important for any therapeutic effects of apple cider vinegar. So the jury's still out on that one. Now, what's the difference between filtered versus unfiltered apple cider vinegar? So filtering removes the mother and it removes some of that residue that might be in there and it creates a clear liquid. Unfiltered apple cider vinegar is going to have the mother and it's going to look maybe darker or more cloudy. And if you see the word raw on apple cider vinegar, that means it hasn't been pasteurized. Now, what is pasteurization? So essentially that means killing the microorganisms in short, right? So killing that bacteria, it's going to create a clear and uniform appearance. I want to just also point out something that I learned when I was researching apple cider vinegar that I found really fascinating. Researchers are very concerned with what they're seeing when people are consuming apple cider vinegar pills, and many healthcare professionals and researchers are advising people stay away from apple cider vinegar in pill form for a variety of reasons, which I won't get into for the purpose of this video, and promoting, if you're going to consume apple cider vinegar, go with liquid. Do not go with pill forms of apple cider vinegar. Liquid is the way to go. So on that note, I hope you learned more in this short video about apple cider vinegar.